My name is Dr. Jo Brous. I'm a lecturer in physical geography at the University of Exeter, and I work at the Penryn campus in Cornwall, which is wonderful. I do Arctic science because it allows me to be a nerd, it allows me to do coding, it allows me to do the maths I like, but it also gives it a relevance that perhaps pure science doesn't have. What I do in the very basic level is represent the real world in cyberspace. The Arctic is the canary that is currently changing at a rate that is at least 3 times the rate of the globe itself. And by changing, it is also affecting the globe. So I take many bits of data and I put that all together. I recreate what I believe is the real world in cyberspace, and then I run that model to see how those things, if they change, might affect future climate. If bird colonies change, how temperatures change. If polar bear distributions change, how temperatures might change. And actually the connections between those 2 variables seem very remote, but actually are very important.
I'm Grace and I am a first year studying human sciences. The lecturers are really great at the university. They're so dynamic, they're so engaged, and also when they deliver their lectures you get such a sense that it's a real passion to them. They're really interested in what they're talking about.
So I chose Exeter partly because it's quite a small department, which is nice because actually I know the students. They get to know us. We have much more, I think, meaningful engagement with students than perhaps other universities do, which is brilliant.
And I just fell in love with it. I mean, the scenery around it, the whole atmosphere. The day that I visited, it was lovely and sunny. Everyone was sat out on the grass, and it just seemed such a lovely place to study and a place to be, and such a great environment.
Here you will get the full Arctic. There are very few places you can study the full Arctic system, and also study it and have a flexibility to study it in the way you want. So I'm a modeller and I like people to model, but we also talk about measurements, and we also talk about satellites, and we also talk about the 101 ways that you can study Arctic science. And my aim is for students to know that you can be an Arctic scientist in the Arctic. You can also be an Arctic scientist with a laptop.